is a very serious point.
A bullet from a sniper's rifle grazed former United States President Donald Trump's heir in a failed assassination attempt, sending shockwaves worldwide. In St. Lucia, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire is seizing this moment to underscore the importance of steering clear of provocative and dangerous rhetoric, urging politicians to learn from this life-threatening ordeal.
Watching, those events when they take place and knowing the nature of copycats and all those things. As politicians, we have an obligation not to be insightful. It's one thing to ignite the passion of people. It's another thing to be insightful. And it's something the Prime Minister always makes a very clear point about. And he's right, and we all believe that.
Hilaire, who in the past has decried personal attacks from opposition members, calls on politicians to elevate their debates by prioritizing policy over personal barbs.
Let us debate issues. Let me show you how you were wrong in what you did. And I always go back to the DSH issue. We said, look, this was a bad agreement. We did not support the agreement. We support development. And you can go and find all the statements. And here we give you 15 points where it is a bad agreement. And can you go back and renegotiate it? We never said run after DSH. We never called anybody crooked or corrupt. We said it was a bad agreement that had to be renegotiated. Whether it was Ojo Labs, we said, look, this is a bad agreement. Can you renegotiate it? It's not in the interest of St. Lucia. When it was Carbot, we criticized the process. You never heard us call anybody, well, certainly not at the leadership at which I was at. I cannot tell you for everybody on Facebook, but certainly at our level, not calling people corrupt and not declaring war and saying you're serving notice on people from now on, and what we need is war. And we've heard for the last 2 years from the opposition repeated statements of violence.
According to Hilaire, the opposition's history is replete with examples of dangerous rhetoric from within its ranks, leaving much to be desired.
Peter Josie about Vieux-Fort, he would have told the boys, in Vieux-Fort what they should have done. And example after example of that. That's inciting persons to behave in a particular manner. I rather debate anybody, anytime, on facts and figures and reasoning. And let me expose you. Let me take you on. And that's the way we approach it, but not to, incite personal hatred and dislike for people, because the consequences can be very grave.
The Deputy Prime Minister vows to avoid the path of divisiveness that may foster animosity, emphasizing that political victory should not come at the expense of the safety of others.
It really just tells you, in a society where the political discourse has degenerated, what can happen, especially persons who may not be of the right emotional balance. They might just decide, let me take action and do something about it. And we don't want that to happen. We want, in debate on issues and argument about issues and not incite personal hatred for individuals and push some people over the edge. We don't need that. And it's a theme that's going to feature moving forward, because we really, as a small society, do not need it.
Dr. Hilaire's call for more responsible and respectful political discourse aims to serve as a reminder that unity and thoughtful debate are essential for the progress and stability of St. Lucia.